quarterback for the Redskins. And I don't know. People are speculating is Jay Gruden trying to get fired.
That's what I was saying earlier today.
Yeah. And I think at this point he might be. I mean, the ownership there has proven to be pretty inept and incapable of putting together a winning team. If I'm Jay Gruden and I think I still have any sort of chance at coaching elsewhere in the league, I try to get out ASAP. And if, according to reports, he wasn't on board with Dwayne Haskins to begin with, and they're just trying to force Dwayne Haskins down his throat because something about the owner's daughter went to high school with Haskins, and I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of crazy.
There's been rumors that him and Bruce Allen haven't gotten along in a while, though.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff. I tweeted out, I think it was either yesterday or 2 days ago, that the Miami Dolphins should seriously consider hiring Jay Gruden on if he becomes available at the end of the season. I know they just hired Flores, but if you're a team that's committed to drafting a quarterback number one next season, you've got to get an offensive mind in there. And it has to be Jay Gruden, who has shown at least the capability to get the most he can out of Andy Dalton and Kirk.
What if he takes back to step back and goes to OC?
I don't know. I always like, maybe it's my own thing, but I just like if a quarterback is your focal point, then you need to have the head coach be offensive minded as well. It can't just be a good OC. I mean, it works if you have a veteran quarterback like Rodgers, then that's fine. But I think if you have a young guy, you need to set up a scenario like the Eagles did with Wentz, where you have the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the quarterback coach all be considered quarterback gurus to get the most you can out of them. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. I see what you're stepping in.
But yeah, this definitely is a game where, I mean, last I looked.
Why is it that everybody thinks just because you can coordinate an offense that you can be a head coach and run a whole team?
I don't know.
That was my example earlier, is the Dan Quinn back to defensive coordinator. Some people are just better coordinators. Romeo Crennel started to be a head coach, and he's just a better coordinator. It's a smaller role.
Phillips.
Perfect. Another great example.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt that you can succeed.
Let's not get carried away.
A defensive-minded head coach. I just think it works best for those guys when you have a veteran quarterback. I think if you have a rookie quarterback, you're about to draft number one overall in Tua. Then I just think you want not only the best offensive coordinator out there, but you also want your head coach
over Tua. Just saying.
I will tell you this right now: if he is not a Washington Redskin at any point this season or after this season, he will quickly be the offensive coordinator under his older brother in Vegas.
I could absolutely see that.
I love it.
I love it too.
The Gruden
brothers. Yeah.
And then they will.
Sounds
they
like
will have
professional wrestling tag team.
They'll just switch because it's Jay and John, and so they'll just both wear a letter thing that says Jay Gruden, and then they'll be able to say, well, Jay Gruden's the head coach, and they won't be able to tell which Jay Gruden, if it's Jay or John, because they both just say Jay Gruden on their name tag, and then they'll circumvent the rules, and they'll have the Gruden 2.0 Hard Knocks.
I feel like you put a lot of thought into that.
I did.
I think those are 2 minutes I'll never get back.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you put a lot of thought into that, Jay.
I did.
He was waiting to say that the whole night.
Fantasy-wise, I mean, is there anyone on the Redskins that you guys would be willing to throw out?
Terry McLaurin. It's the only one I can think of, especially with if Haskins gets in there at any point. But, I mean, McCoy, the only person I know that he really loves throwing to is tight ends. Like, he loves tight ends. So it wouldn't surprise me Jeremy Sprinkle to have a big game.
There is one guy who's intriguing to me only because he has a safe floor on the team that is always trailing, and that is running back Chris Thompson. He's had about 50 yards receiving every game so far, 4 to 6 catches. So he doesn't get the carries. He's not going to get you any rushing touchdowns, but if
Can
you
I
have
just say
to start
this
any
as a side note? I think I really have killed the waiver wire in fantasy football this year.
I think you are doing an excellent job, and it's making me pretty upset because I keep going through this thing where it's like I make a mental note to do something, and then I don't actually follow through with it. Like with Tevin Coleman, I mean, the fact that Maney just got him for nothing really pisses me off because I definitely wanted Tevin Coleman. So,
well, I'm just going to say that my wide receivers must hate me because Mike Evans, week 1 through week 3, nothing. Then DeAndre Hopkins, week 4, nothing. I'm so mad at my wide receivers right now. DeAndre Hopkins got me 2.6 points last week. DeAndre friggin' Hopkins.
You can go down the list when it comes to top-tier wide receivers that have disappointed thus far. I mean, Devontae Adams just had a big game, and now he's out with turf toe. Tyreek Hill's been out since the first game. Juju with Big Ben going down, not the same. Michael Thomas with Drew Brees going on, not the same. I mean, if you invested early in a wide receiver, you are waiting patiently for that payoff because it has not happened.
Yeah,
you just mentioned DeAndre Hopkins, same thing.
I honestly feel like now that I'm getting Montgomery, that I have a backfield and with the return of Hill and then still having Aaron Rodgers in my clutch for if I want to go after a premier trade and really package something still before before trade deadline, I still have that option. Like I feel like the way my season started and the way the waivers broke down for me and what I had to do, and then picking up Disley now. So now I have basically 2 of the top premier tight ends. Like, I just, it's just beautiful.
Makes me mad that you have Disley. It makes me real mad.
Beautiful. That is what you call resourceful free agent buck spending.
And actually, I did want to clear up
Disley.
Because I don't want to be considered any more of a fool than I already am. Turns out, Will Disley is referred to as the Big Montana by the fantasy footballers, amongst others, because he was the Montana High School Player of the Year, not because he went to Montana State University. So that is my bad. Clearing that up. Been thinking about that all week.
Doesn't matter. Dude's getting me a couple tutties and a bunch of yards every week, damn near.
Oh, man, they're designing plays for him. It's been ridiculous. Shovel passes. What the hell?
I actually ended up in a situation where I can risk this week because of my tight end situation. I can risk now. I can actually take Shepard and not have to worry about that bad matchup in the secondary with Shepard. I get to bench Shepard and then flex my other tight end because he's got a good matchup this week. It just worked out so beautifully. And I'm playing you, Dillon.
Yeah, you just think you got it made. Luckily, I have Cooper Kupp in my lineup, so I already got 23 points out of him. You're already facing an uphill battle, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's right, son. I can trust.
Dillon, what's our next matchup?
But guess what? Guess what, though? What you don't realize is that's probably going to be your biggest score of the week, and I've got Howard in a great matchup. He's going to get a couple tutties this week, I'm telling you. Aaron Jones, he's going to have a tutty this week in 150.
He might have 2. He might have a receiving and a rushing.
Yeah, he might have 2. And then if he gets any receptions, talk about half points there, and you're not getting those out of your running backs. Sorry, pal. And then I got the ultimate weapon. The X factor in all of this is Mahomes.
Pat McAfee.
Mahomes.
Well, Jay, it's like my dad always said, you can wish in one hand and crap in the other and see which one fills up first. So you can wish for all these points, but at the end of the day, you're going to be staring at a big pile of crap.
Oh!
I think he's just mad because this is it, man.
No, this is the beginning of a beautiful winning streak for me that takes me all the way to the number 1.
Dude,
I've been hearing that for a couple weeks now from you.
You better beat me right now because when Tyreek Hill comes back, it's Dunzoid.
Oh, Dave,
what?
good question for you, by the way.
Did you just say Dunzoid?
Dave, is Russell Wilson the MVP right now?
What did you say, Dylan?
Is Russell Wilson the MVP right now?
Yes. I think Mahomes' game he had against Detroit, I mean, he barely escaped Detroit without getting robbed by the Lions. Yeah, that and then with Russell coming out and throwing the ball away he did against that Rams defense with Donald in his face all night. I mean, especially that throw to Lockett, and then the deep one to Metcalf. Like, sorry, that just the way he's playing. I think he's got a passer rating of like 125 or 126 for the season, and yeah, I got it. It's been 5 weeks, but still, he's already on pace to break Rodgers' career passing. I mean, the single season passer rating by like 4 or 5 points.
There you have it.
You can't throw the ball any better than that.
You're right, man. I mean,
Yeah,
people
but
had
the
the
problem
Seattle
with
team.
Russell is he always has a couple of games a year that just he totally duds out and it flatlines his stats for the year. That's
But he
the
hasn't
one
had them
negative.
yet.
No. Dude, it happens like every year, like week 13, week 12, week 14. He'll have like 2 or 3 games at the end, mid to end of the season, where you're like, what the hell? And then he recovers. I'm not saying he recovers, but it's just like this weird anomaly with him. Rodgers has had that through his career, too. It's not like I'm saying he hasn't.
Yeah, but
done that.
Russ looks like he's in a zone. He's a zone this season.
He did that last year, and he had that one game where he had like 142 yards, 3 interceptions, and no touchdowns. And
I got that, but he looks like he's in a different zone this season.
He had like 38 of their 40 touchdowns at that point, or some shit like that. So I mean, it's just, dude, it happens.
But I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about this year. Right now, he is the current leading MVP favorite.
Do you know? Hey,
no, how do you know?
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because a wise person in high school that was my history teacher once told me, son, if you want to know where you're going, look where you've been. Do you want to know what the future is? Learn your past. Past.
Are you still teaching history at your
best
school?
Prediction of what the future will hold. Because no matter what humankind and mankind wants to hope or think they do, they are destined and doomed to repetitively repeat their actions and therefore recur in the same repetitive actions and motions going forward. You don't understand. Things always repeat themselves through history, especially in sports. There's only so many outcomes that can happen.
Dylan, I'll take leading MVP candidate Russell Wilson for 500, please.
Oh, I think you're absolutely right. And I mean, obviously it's recency bias with them having played on Thursday night. We'll see, what plays out tomorrow. But man, he's just amazing. He does things that very few quarterbacks, your guys included, could do. I mean, the way Rodgers and Wilson carry their offense and have for years now, it's just really been something to watch. Moving into the next matchup, we got a battle of the big cats, and you couldn't ask for some sexier quarterback play when it comes to Gardner Minshew versus Kyle Allen.
Minshew mania all day long.
Oh, yeah. Well, unfortunately for your pick, the Panthers are favored by 3.5, so I take it you would pick the Jag.
I'm picking the Jaguars because, one, we saw the resurgence of Leonard Fournette finally. We have not seen him break triple digits alone, and not even that. He went to 225 yards. Like, I'm sorry. He Leonard Fournette, after watching last week, that's the guy we've been missing since he came in as a rookie. So I think Jags are going to be back to running the ball, let Minshew be a game manager. DJ Chark is growing a superstar wide receiver down there in Jacksonville. I mean, I love Chark. And then my favorite tight end name ever, James O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, I like the Jags overall. They're a built team. I think they were going to do really well with Foles anyway, because Foles gives them that same aspect, that game manager aspect. They go in and run the scheme, and they're both an upgrade over Bortles. So, I mean, Minshew's just a rookie. He's going to cost a little less than Foles, so that's going to be a QB controversy next year. But I'm taking the Jags.